Game and shit. Oh, this is funny. This is really funny. Alright, let's try and go for it properly this time. And maybe my friend here, my good friend Jingles, will not screw me up this time.
Maybe. We'll see.
Alright. Pretty sure that's not the actual.
I see. She wants you
I might actually be the symbol for Alohomora, I don't know.
I see. She wants you to put the key in her lock.
Yeah, basically. I mean, at the end of the day, Hey! Bitch! You fucking asshole!
Maybe later.
Don't you shake your head at me like that, Hermione.
What do you expect to open with this? Certainly not my lock, if you know what I mean, Harry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright. There we go. It's not perfect or anything
Wow.
like that, but...
You
I have to reach pretty far to get to the mouse, okay? We've got a microphone in the way.
Harry sounds like a fucking troll in this game.
He's barely spoken in this game.
Yeah, but whenever he does speak, it's just like,
He goes, Alohomora! That's hardly a troll. That's more like a average YouTube commenter.
Yeah, they're not trolls.
Yeah.
They try though. You gotta give them an A for
Oh, hey, I
effort.
actually got it perfect on 95%. Let's see if I can get it closer to there.
Marvelous,
you're very good.
That was really well done, Harry. Professor Flitwick would award you at least
Hang on a second. You can't give out house points. What the hell are you doing? She's like, oh yeah, I bet Professor Flitwick would have given you 20 house points for that one. Like, what the
Well,
fuck?
you know her. She just thinks like she's the top shit.
She is the top shit though,
She
but that's not the
probably-
point.
She probably thinks she's the fucking headmaster.
she just goes into Dumbledore's office and like sits in his chair and he walks in like, what are you doing in my chair? It's like,
Get out of my way, old man. I'm in charge now.
hold him down, I'm the headmaster now.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
Look at me, I am the captain now. Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
This isn't my first rodeo, but clearly I'm not
She looks
good at
so
it.
disappointed.
Well, I mean, she has the same flat expression non-stop. I mean, when is she not disappointed? I'm pretty disappointed with
points for
fucking
Gryffindor.
Fantastic Beasts 2 and the constant plot holes.
I hated Fantastic Beasts.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Did you
One
see
and
the
two.
second one?
Yeah.
Second one had a ton of plot holes in it.
I didn't like it. I didn't like the first one either.
You didn't like the first one?
No.
Actually, okay, so I thought it was a mediocre movie that like stood on its own right, but then like the second movie did like a lot of stuff, clearly stuff that they weren't like initially planning for, because it's like they end up spending like the first 20 minutes of the movie like sort of undoing the ending of the first movie. It's like, well, if they knew that that was going to be the case, they wouldn't have made the ending the way that it was in the first place.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's clear to me that they're just making up shit as they go along.
Yeah. I really
Yeah.
hate how like half the time the wizards and witches aren't even holding their wands when they cast spells.
Well, I mean, I think that's a thing in canon though, where they
But then why
they
have
can do like
wands?
non-verbal. Well, because they fucking channel it through the wands. It's a tool.
Well then why?
You can go to like point A to point B on your feet, but that doesn't mean we don't have cars.
Yeah, but when was the last time you tried to screw in a screw without a screwdriver?
Like with your hands.
Yeah, try that. See how far you get.
I mean, yeah, okay, that's a good point too. But I sort of view wands as more an
And when was
extension
the
of
last time you
the
tried to
fuck,
hammer
Harry?
in a nail with your foot?
I mean,
doesn't fucking-
yesterday.
It just doesn't fucking work.
Jingles, you were there when I was hammering in the nail with my foot.
And then we had to go to the hospital
I
because
know.
you impaled yourself.
I impaled myself on the nail, but I nailed it.
Yeah, your foot.
Jelly beans! More jelly beans.
Like, yeah, the
Did I
wand is
cover
meant to be
everything?
like the thing that projects their magic, and otherwise it's uncontrolled.
Uncontrolled?
Yeah, it's just, instead of being channeled, it's just like not focused.
Yeah, but like I feel like adults can do like, well, not just wandless magic, but non-verbal magic. We see in the Philosopher's Stone anyway that like there's one person like mixing his tea with like wandless magic, like a. He's like rotating his finger and it's like it's
But that's
making
like
the spoon
mundane
go around.
magic. It's not
It's like trivial magic? Yeah, but there's like so many fucking trivial spells. You know there's like a spell to like change your hair color.
Yeah, but that would...
That would save a lot on die.
Yeah. I'm dying to get that spell.
Hey.
But nah, like...
There's
I
also
feel
like a hair lengthening spell. I'm sure you'd appreciate that.
Yeah. Though I feel like that sort of... I feel like the more mundane spells, like, oh yeah, I can like stir my coffee with this, would be...
I don't think you
require
can...
as much effort.
I think that's the case though. Like, I don't think anyone's using Flipendo like wandlessly.
But they were like doing all sorts of shit.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure like they still had their wands on
No, they were
them.
casting curses and shit without their wands. They were like throwing their hands forward and casting curses.
Like fucking Darth Vader, just like pushing
Darth
their,
Sidious,
thrusting
just
their head.
ultimate power!
Ultimate power.
No, it was just dumb. I didn't like it.
Find your lack of faith in magic disturbing. Could you imagine if like Darth Sidious was like in Harry Potter?
He's trying to fight Voldemort for the position of Dark Lord.
Yeah.
I'm the real Dark Lord.
You still have your nose.
No.
No. Do you think that's like a condition of being Dark Lord, is you have to like have so many like Horcruxes created that you just lose your nose?
Well, no, because
nose.
Grindelwald was considered a Dark Lord, wasn't he?
I guess maybe.
Charms class is through this door.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Do you think that they're gonna do something very similar to Star Wars, where they have like the they have the main series of movies, then they're gonna have a prequel series of movies, but then like they're gonna realize, oh shit, we fucked up with this prequel series, and then they're gonna make a sequel series and bring back the original actors? I mean, they did it with Star Wars.
Not.
They did it with Star Wars.
I feel...
Quickly, run over and kick him off the box! Touchdown!
Dwarf soccer!
I'm so sorry.
Wow, Wario!
We know who he means in Smash Brothers Ultimate. He's like, wah.
Is it Samus?
Yes. We all know that W stands for Samus.
My favorite Samus armor is her gummy bear suit.
What?
Her gummy bear suit.
Oh yeah, no, I remember the gummy bear suit. That was a pretty good suit.
Yeah.
I think my favorite suit was the funky monkey hot dog.
Yeah, that suit was pretty weird though. I don't know. Just firing hot dogs out of her cannon?
Look,
Nah.
but like
Dressed as a fucking monkey?
funky monkey.
Monkey, sorry. She did have that pretty cool dance animation.
I was gonna say her final smash did contain that. Shit the fuck up, Professor Flitwick. All right.
Sorry, that's my job.
I feel like he's judging me.
Look at those dead eyes. I hate my job.
He's been here for so many years. He,
I
like, he
wish I
doesn't
could
really
just
give a
die.
shit. Quickly, run over and kick him! Harry was going for it! He was running over to kick him!
I hate that they make me stand on those fucking pedestals. It's so demeaning.
Well, I mean, I feel like he does that for his own convenience.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Lesson's over.
Next, can you drop it on my head? I want to die.
Oh,
but
actually-
I don't quite have the courage to take my own life.
It's like one of those dramatic scenes where it's just like Flitwick gets up in Harry's eyes like, do it! Do it! Make it look like an accident!
All the while runs in the background going, Leviosa.
And Harry's just like, I don't know. Oh, jeez, Flitwick, I can't, I don't know.
No, you need to kill me.
You
I
need
hate
to
my
kill-
life.
You need to kill me.
Just
Kill
drop-
me now!
Just drop this block on my face.
Fucking flick and swish the shit out of that!
Just end my suffering.
End it now! Stick with us, cause
Hey,
Phineas
why'd you
and...
just shoot Flitwick?
Stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna end it all.
Never actually saw that show.
Oh, it's a good show.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I never had cable TV, so I missed out on a bunch of the good shows.
Yeah, I never had the cable run of Deadpool.
Oh yeah. So what, that was like a cable exclusive series?
It was just called Deadpool and Cable.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what sort of adventures did they get up to?
Oh, you know, well, Cable obviously, because he's a time traveler, you know, there was one issue where he went back in time and fought the Nazis with rubber chickens.
Oh, that sounds really interesting.
Well, he ran out of ammo for his gun, so he just used what he could get on him.
I have heard that rubber chickens is the one true weakness of the Nazis.
It's true though. Like, not a lot of people know that, but it was it's in the history books. Don't look it up, but just take my word for it.
Did he also use the garlic bread cannons?
He did use the garlic bread cannons.
Nice, because we all know that Nazis are vampires.
Yeah, well, I mean,
What is that, a void in the floor?
No, it's just a weird shadow effect.
Okay.
A lot of these old games had that kind of thing. I wouldn't really mind a Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone remaster. Like, I think. Okay, here's the thing that really annoys me though, and because I'm never going to get any other opportunity to do this unless I do that like Harry Potter games retrospective that I want to do on my main channel. I like the fact that like the first 3 games had their own identity separate from the films and separate from the books, where it's like a puzzle platformer kind of thing, and they stuck to the book's original cartoony graphics. Then with the 4th game, they just kind of like went all like, oh, now we're just going to follow the movies, and it's not a platformer anymore, and also...
yeah, they turned it into an action game.
But like a really bad action game.
Yeah.
Like not even... But like when it got to Goblet of Fire, I just really wanted... I just wanted a proper like, you know...
I guess the themes of Harry Potter were changing, and they couldn't really keep doing that.
Maybe, but like I feel like that they were taking like the coward's way out of like, oh, we're gonna sell more games if it's like more tied in with the movie.
Well, how would you suggest they would go about it? Because the themes of the
well,
movie
they can make it
so
they can make it darker, but like put it in more in tone with like the Prisoner of Azkaban game that they already had for the like, you know, for that generation of gaming.
Okay, so the Prisoner of Azkaban was a bit of
It was a little bit darker.
Okay.
Like they,
but similar sort of gameplay?
Similar to the first 2. But oh my god, like not only was it a much shorter game, but like the fucking like the graphics for like the main stuff was fine, but the final boss fight against the Dementors, oh no, not even the final boss fight. It's like in the middle of the game, and like the Dementors that come at you look like fucking JPEGs. It's just like pictures that are just like floating towards you. It's just like, did they even try? Did they even try?
But like, I guess the games were not games. The movies and books were starting to head more towards a
mature direction.
Not so much mature, but like the sort of things that Harry was doing was revolving more and more around dueling instead of like learning spells and just exploring Hogwarts.
Well, I mean that's another thing that annoys me too, is that like everything that's like, even after Deathly Hallows, everything that's like come after Goblet of Fire has had like kind of that dark twinge to it.
Yeah.
And like I miss the like cartoony, you know, exaggerated colors of like Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I want them to make a new Harry Potter style movie for kids. Like make a new Philosopher's Stone type kind of movie. You know, where it's like. It's whimsical and it's magical and it's not so heavily focused on just like brooding like, oh, I'm Harry Potter and I'm the chosen one and my dick's sore and I have to go to the doctor and I don't even know if the cream's working. And, you know what I mean? Like, fucking stop being sad all the time.
Though I guess you could say that the reason why the first movies were so bright and colourful in comparison to later ones is because Harry was
growing up.
He was growing up and starting to notice more things, much like with Steven Universe.
Well, yeah, Steven Universe is fairly simple, although they do kind of keep like the comedy angle, but it does get progressively darker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Steven starts noticing things, his worldview changes and the theme of the show changes.
Absolutely, no, I 100% agree with you there, but I still feel as if we're going to get like a new generation of Harry Potter, it really should... It needs to go back to like Hogwarts. It has to be in the school system.
Those platforms are so fucking